Hello there. Today I'm going to download, install, and test the DazToUnreal plugin. The first step is going to be to go to GitHub, and the link that you need is github.com/daz3d, and then we're going to go to the DazToUnreal repository. This plugin will allow us to take content directly from Daz Studio over to our Unreal Engine, but it takes a little bit of work to get it installed and running. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the URL to the repository by clicking this. Then I'm going to launch my source tree. And do a clone. Okay, and I've already got a folder set up and ready for this. Select folder and clone. Here we have it. Okay, now launching Visual Studio. As you can see, I've already downloaded it and gone through the procedure at least once. Okay, now you'll find two projects in here. This is the plugin for Daz Studio, and this is the installer for it. I'm not really going to worry too much about the installer because I'm going to go ahead and build and deploy it. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn this off. Okay. Now the first thing that I'll tell you that I ran into, you would think that Visual Studio is smart enough to know that on a 64-bit CPU and a 64-bit Windows, it ought to compile the 64-bit version of the plugin, which is what this DazToUnreal is. Unfortunately, Visual Studio does not do that for us, so we have to go to x64. Okay. And I'm going to go into the project properties. Okay, here's the output directory. So it's going to put it directly into our plugins folder. And what I actually had to do to get it to build, because of Windows security, is at least temporarily I had to come to the plugins folder, properties, security. I added everyone with full control. That way Visual Studio can compile it and drop it into the folder as needed. You will also notice when you go to the CC++ node and the additional include directories, the original author had his SDK at this link at this location. You can either copy the Daz Studio SDK to that exact same location, or you can adjust the link accordingly to point to yours, which is normally under C:\users, public documents, my Daz3D library, Daz Studio 4.5. So if we want to modify this, I'm going to go ahead and copy. Paste. Take care of that one. And here under the linker tab, paste. It's good. Okay. Next, I need to right click and do properties on these, because you'll see the custom build tool also has this path. So I will go ahead and update this one. So V. And then I'm going to go ahead and select this entire thing. Okay. Properties. Update that one. Update that one. I don't think this one has it. Nope. Okay, and what I found when I downloaded it is that these subdivision dialog.h and version.h also need to have the custom build tool, but unfortunately somehow it didn't come with that. So I'm going to go ahead and paste properties, paste. Now I need one more thing to copy over. Properties, custom build, this right here. Okay. Properties, output, okay. Properties, output, okay. And let me try to build this. Build started. Build succeeded. You wouldn't believe how long it took me to figure all of that out without any documentation. But when I go to C: now, program files, DAZ3D, DazStudio 4, plugins, you'll see DazToUnreal and its files are currently here. Excellent. Now, the next step then is we have to, at least in my case, I had to rebuild the Unreal plugin as well. So I'm going to create a binaries folder. Okay. Then what we'll need is a command prompt because we're going to have to run a batch utility. And I'm running it as an administrator, which is probably what you will need to do as well. And I know where the folder is. If you don't, it's program files, Epic Games, UE 4.25, engine, build, batch files. Okay. CD, V. Okay, now I'm here, and then I need to go back to my folder, grab this, okay, now we're going to run the batch utility to build that. Run uat.bat build plugin equals v DazToUnreal.u plugin package equals binaries. Okay, so that tells it the plugin that we want to build and where we want to place the binaries. Run this and see if I did the command line properly. This doesn't take too long when you run it. And again, this may not be necessary for your installation of Unreal Engine. It's just I happen to be updated to the latest 4.25.1, and I think the plugin was originally built for 4.25. done. And we compiled successfully. Excellent. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this, go to Program Files, Epic Games, UE 4.25, Engine, Plugins, and Marketplace, and I'm going to drop that in here. Okay. Now, we should be ready to roll. If I launch DazStudio and Unreal Engine, let's see which one comes up first. Excellent. DazStudio. File. Okay. Minimize that one. File. Open recent. And I've got a project set up with an outfit here. Okay. Go back to Unreal project. I've got a blank project set up for this. Now it's going to tell me new plugins are available. Manage plugins, and you'll see DazToUnreal is here, and restart. Excellent. Close that. My project is open, and my new plugin is installed. I can come over here, edit, and now you'll find Send to Unreal on your edit menu. Click that. I'm going to leave all the options the same. This is the default folder where it's going to create all of the files that it needs. Accept. It'll do its thing. Again, this takes a moment. Seems like anything with 3D takes a little while. Now, come back over here, we can see that it has already started to do the import automatically. You know, give us a little notes as it goes through. One thing I don't quite understand about Unreal is this is supposed to be a blank project, and yet we've got content in here. I would have expected when I selected blank project, it would really just be an empty project, but I digress. Excellent. Now it's importing the clothing set. Okay, some notes. I'm just going to go ahead and close that. And now you'll see that our character and our clothing set have appeared in our content. And ta-da! There we are. Easy breezy. Thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you again soon.